In this video, I'm going to demonstrate borrowing or regrouping when you are subtracting large numbers and have to regroup more than once. So my subtraction problem is 21,600 minus 7,211. I'm using different symbols here to represent each of the place values. So for our ones place, I'm using a circle. And we're going to start with using the number 21,600 and use all these little symbols to demonstrate all the different, well, how much we have in each place value. So for example, we have nothing in the ones place value, so we're not going to put anything. Nothing in the tens place value, so we don't put anything. And we have 6 in the hundreds place value, which means we have 600. So keep in mind that the number 21,600 actually means 2 times 10,000 plus 1 times 1,000 plus 6 times 100 plus 0 times 10 plus 0 times 1. So that's really what it means. All right, so since we have 6 in the hundreds place, I'm going to bring down 6 of these squares. So here are my 6 hundreds. Next, I'm going to need to have 1,000. So I need to have one of these triangles to represent 1,000. And next, I need 2 10,000s to represent the fact that we have 20,000 in the number 21,600. So I'm going to need 2 of these diamonds. So now I have 20 10,000s, 1,000, 600s, 0 10s, and 0 1s. I need to take away from my ones place value 1 1. So let's think about what 7,211 means in order to understand that idea. So that means 7 times 1,000 plus 2 times 100 plus 1 times 10 plus 1 times 1. So I need to take away 1 from the ones place value, but there isn't anything to take from that. So what I'm going to do is look at my tens place value, because I could take a 10 and break it up into ones. I could break up a 10 into 10 ones, and then I'd have some ones, but I don't have any 10s to do that with. So then I'm going to go over to the hundreds place. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take one of these hundreds, and I'm going to break it up into 10 tens, because 10 tens equals 100. Now that I have broken up one of the hundreds into 10 tens, I can take away 1 10 from these 10 tens. However, I still need to deal with my ones place value. So before I start subtracting from my tens place value, I'm going to take one of these 10s and turn it into 10 ones. Okay, now I have 10 ones, so I can take away the 1 1 that's in 7,211 from those 10 ones. Now I can take away 1 10 from the 9 10s that I have left over. And I can take away 2 hundreds from the hundreds that I have left. I can take away, oh, I'm stuck, right? I don't have 7,000s or more for me to take away this 7,000 with the number 7,211. So guess what? I have to borrow again. So now I'm going to borrow from the 10,000s place. So I'm going to take one of these 10,000s and break it up into 10 1,000s. So now that I have borrowed 10 thousands from one of the 10,000 pieces, I can take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I can see how much I have left. I have 1 in the 10,000s. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the thousands. I have 1, 2, 3 in the hundreds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the tens, and I have 9 left in the ones. So my answer is 14,389. Now I can also demonstrate this by showing you how to just use the numbers. So what we did was we changed the 0 in the ones place to a 10, and when we subtracted, we ended up with 9. But we only had 9 tens at that point. So then we subtracted 1 from the 9 and ended up with 8. And we ended up having to borrow from the 6, so we ended up getting 5 hundredths. So when we subtract 2 from 5 hundredths, we have 3. And then we had to start all over with our borrowing. And at that point, we ended up borrowing and had 11 in our thousands place. So 11 minus 7 was 4. And we had to borrow from the 2 in order to do that. So you were left with 1 in the 10 thousands place, 14,389.